Hi, my name is Lost Ninja. You are watching Lost Ninja Plays, Eschatologist's Exploration Experience, or E3. I have to inform you that the author of this mod pack, the curator of this mod pack, he's not really an author. He's more of someone who's just stealing other people's work, but not for profit, just for to make a mod pack. Yeah, the curator of this mod pack insists that I explain to you that I must always start this episode by saying Eschatologist's Exploration Experience, and if I were to say it more often, moreover, he would be exceedingly pleased. However, I gave him a good slapping, and you can see the cheeks a bit sort of red still. So that's all right. I'm just waiting for the server to boot up. We've just I upgraded the. I just need to do an FML confirm on the server, which should make it all work nicely again. I've just upgraded the mod pack. We put let's think what we put in. We put environmental tech and environmental tech Luna, and we moved the better character models or more character models. We moved from being client only to client and server. At the same time, I decided I'd put bauble to ring. No, ring extra. Oh, I don't know, extra to baubles or something. Extra utilities ring to baubles, and from that point on, the server crashed every time I tried to join it. So I think that's a server-side only mod, which is why I think it didn't work. So what we're going to try doing now is joining, and if we crash the server, which is possible, I will just start recording this again. Oh, it's going so far. Oh, that's so much nicer. Makes me all happy inside. Yeah, so basically I haven't done anything since the end of the last episode. Or did I? I might have done something since the end of the last episode. I think I did a bit of work downstairs, and I finished putting the roof on. I got to the point where I was so sleepy that I couldn't do anything. Oh, as I said, there's a door there. It's gone. Should be a door there as well. And it's not gone. Right. Oh, that's because get the animation for the door. That's so much nicer now. That's part of Molsys doors. Right. So this thing I've got in my hand is the digital guide from Environmental Tech. Yes, I am in creative. I'll turn that off before we go further. I was testing out the. Oh no, we want to go into recipe mode. Testing out what we had from. You realise I could just de-op myself, couldn't I? Much quicker. Anyway, just have to get out to creative. I was testing out the various things from Environmental Tech. The issue I've got really is that when I planned this pack originally, I wasn't having it Environmental Tech. I'm only putting it in now because I don't think we're going to have enough power generation to run all the various things I want to be able to run eventually. And it's fun to have something else. Oh, and the other thing is that the Environmental Tech adds a couple of good-looking structures, like, let's have a look. If we go to stair, I can't see them now. That's nice. Yeah, we've got an alabaster brick stair, and the alabaster brick stair actually looks quite similar to these bricks. Not completely. These are a bit grayer. However, there is an issue, or there are issues with it, in the fact that I want to be able to get the resources for. Oh, there's another thing I added. It's not really. I mean, it's an item crate from Dark Utilities, but doesn't that look good as a sort of like, you know, not a drawbridge, catwalk over the river? I like that a lot. So I haven't finished doing anything here. I just put the door in and left it. Another catwalk, and they're really easy to make. They're like let's have a look if we can find what the recipe is. They're like yeah. An oak trapdoor, some chisel stone or whatever, andesite I used, and some iron bars, and that's just so easy. What have I done down here? Down here, I've finished doing what's this? Whatever that stuff's called, alabaster. No, it's not alabaster. It's marble. Down. I put some of these in there. Oh yeah, that's the only other thing I've done majorly. I've put 3 of those things in, so I don't have to use a ladder. Still got to use a ladder to get down into the mining area, but can't have everything. Right, today, my plan, I was going to do some Ember. The thing is, I've looked at Embers online. I've looked at Embers on, you know, like for a wiki and stuff. I can't find a wiki. There are a number of video guides for it, which are all right, but they're not. They're a bit. They're not really sufficient for what I want. So I'm a bit sort of. Oh, it just might be easy to just look at I found out what the item was that I'm supposed to be able to get from the golem that you defeat. If you defeat it with a pickaxe, you're supposed to get an eye, ancient eye or something. But that does not appear to be the case here. I think what's happened is right, this is the one I'm going to make. A compass, which is redstone and iron. I can do all that. No, I need some paper as well. But I've got some. Should have some paper. Should have some stuff down here, and we will replant my my friends, the cacti, so that they're growing a bit more efficiently. Notice I'm still having problems breaking things without lag. Sigh. So yeah, so far we seem to be doing quite alright with that. This still needs to be sorted out, of course. I haven't got very far. These are quartz stairs. I did some mining off camera. Not a lot, actually. I needed to get some more. No. Ha! I didn't need to get some more. I thought I'd run out. I couldn't find any in my bag. And these, for some reason, these things had all glitched. Possibly because I put a mod in that it didn't like or something, I don't know. These had all glitched and they were showing as empty. They all had 0 on them, basically. And did they have? They must not have all had 0. Anyway, that one was showing 0. I think if they'd all had 0, I would have probably worked it out. Anyway, I thought I was out of the stuff for it, so I went and got some more, which is what I went for. And when I came back, now what was I making? I want to make an ember gauge, which is that first of all. Oh, I know what I need. I need a. Oh, that's an archaic brick. So what's the thing at the bottom? Is that copper? Oh, it is copper. Yeah. Okay. So the ember gauge, I think, if I'm right about this, there's nothing in the book that you get that tells you about it. But I think you've got to find somewhere with lots of embers. Oh yeah, we can place it. That doesn't seem to be showing me any real information though, so I'm not altogether certain how you use the mod. I mean, there's lots of information about how each, what each thing's for. But there's not much beyond that. Oh, I'll tell you what we can go and do. We should have some cooked fish now as well, which will help these out a little bit. I love that animation though. But anyway, alright, so go over there and get the. We should have some more iron, yes, and some cooked fish. Cooked fish can go in the bag. Let's get out that iron, that, all those, and that. We will pop that into the. And the iron nugget, obviously. But I don't need anything else out of there at the moment. There's nothing else in there that I want particularly. So, oh, I'll put the paper away. So iron into there. Keep the iron nugget out. I'll put these tools. I'm sure I'll find a use for them. I think you can grind them up for resources if we're absolutely required. I've got an unmaking machine of some variety as well, which. Now, the question is, have I got the right thing? That's the Ancient Codex, this is what I want. Wildfire Core. I think the issue is, most of the information I can find for the embers, that's the one I want, I think. Atmospheric gauge. I need copper and iron, and I'll just keep making gauges until I find what I want, really. Why do I always look in the wrong chest? We've got some copper anyway, so we go to there. Where did I find it? Is that it there? Atmospheric gauge, because that's all back onto stamping stuff. So we'll make that and see what that shows us, if anything. Ah, look at that. That's got a proper UI type thing. So basically, we've got to run, as far as I know, we've got to run around until that goes positive. At which point we can dig. Can we place it? No, we can't place it. Yeah. So once that gets to a positive number on its little dial thing, we can dig and we'll be able to find ember. And it's moving now. Look at look at that. Let's just have a quick look at the chunk boundaries. And this is what I've got from the various different guides. I think, to be honest, this would be better as a compass rather than a, you know, point to the direction where the next largest amount of ember is. But it's still going up, isn't it? Or is it not? It might be coming back down by now. Not certain what it means, although there's world gen to find. We'll just go over to these reeds. If it's not started going down, we'll have a dig there, I think. I'd say it's going down again. Oh well. Not reeds, the sugarcane. Okay, so we've might be better to do this underground where I've been digging anyway. At least then we'd be in the right place to start with. I don't know. Oh, does the little dial on the does the dial down here move? In here. It's the sort of thing that because you've got to watch it, it's going down really quickly and it doesn't move on the hotbar, which is a pain. It's the sort of thing that you can really do with, once you've made it, it should appear here, sort of thing. So as long as it's in your inventory, you can see it. I might have a look in that book to see if I can find out if there's any sort of, signs I can find that will actually tell me how it works a bit more reliably than that. But we'll see. Okay, let's put that in the bag. I think that ember gauge is to go on like barrels and containers for ember. And we'll put all that way. Right, so what I need to do then, really, is I need to go... I'll tell you what I need to do first. I'm going to make some armour. Pardon me. Alright, so we get 1, 2, 3. Well, I've got some armour on me. But I've got these. Protection 2 and unbreaking, which are good, but these got like +6 armour on them, so that... Oh, it goes so well with my skirt as well. I mean, that's just awesome. Maybe I ought to change it. Think I ought to change it for a grey skirt, perhaps. No. Right, so we'll pop that iron back in there. Okay. Oh, we're gonna have a look at the Mulsis doors that I've got. So we'll just have a look at. I don't know how we'll do a mole. No. There we go. Mulsis doors. Now, the door I'm looking for is that one, garage door. I need wood and glass. Not iron at all. I don't think we've got any glass actually. Have we got any? Oh, it might work with that glass. We'll use some of that glass to see. And we will stick that in there and see if it will help us. If this doesn't work, we'll have to use normal glass. Yeah. No, doesn't work. Right. Oh well. So that's 2 of them anyway. Okay, I should say I haven't tested this elsewhere, but the last time I used this was in a previous version of the pack. I think it needs a redstone signal as well. have we? Yeah. Is that not cool, you think? I mean, my thinking is really that if I use that sort of thing, I could pretty much cover up the entire doorway where the boats can come in. Obviously, I need some way of switching it, but then there's these things as well. So I've got multi-switches. I'm not certain how many of these are switches and a power linker. What's all that? Wooden glass door. Most of those are doors, aren't they? Force field controller? I won't be making that for a while anyway. A rusty handle. Oh. Rusty ladder. High-tech door. The high-tech door is really good, but it opens... so if you have it there, one bit will go off that way, and the other bit will go off that way. So it doesn't always... There's not always so many places that it will fit in you know, the way it looks. So, Mr. Molsis, if you're watching this, you've done good, boy. That sounds awful. Right? No, you've done good, basically. I love this pack. I love this pack. I love this pack. I love that mod. That's what I'm trying to say. Get some more wood out. I need some more. Well, I need... How many do I need? I've got 6. I want another 6 then, don't I, really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Oh. Ah. Are they different some way? That's really weird, isn't it? I don't think they're different. I think it's just the way they So yeah, I don't know why I had them doing like that. So, in a way, I wish they were actually made out of iron. I mean, obviously, not making them out of iron is good because then I'm not actually wasting my iron. But I think this will work. I don't know actually. We're about to find out, aren't we? Really? We got one lever. Bugger. It's the wrong way around. Right. So let's break that down. Not altogether certain how that will work, but we're about to find out, no doubt. Ah. Help! Let me in! Oh, and it's not... Visually, it's not perfect either. Oh, well. Could be worse, though, I suppose. Yeah, but I don't think that's a particularly a Molsis Doors issue. I think that might just be an issue generally. And it doesn't look brilliant once you've seen it. It'd be nicer if I could just make it straight up into this panel here. But yeah, I like that. I've got to work out how the switches work. So that's something I'll have to do. Oh, I can't get out. Yes, I can. There we go. Okay. I think we'll go on. I need another lever anyway. Alright. I need another lever anyway. I think what I'll do is I'll have me snooze now. I do a lot of snoozing in this game. So, I'm not actually going to get into the environmental tech for quite a while. I mean, it wasn't a sort of thing that, you know, I've got to get this done now because if I don't get it done now, I won't be able to get it done or something. It's more a case of the there we go. Oh, I love that. It's annoying actually because there's just trying to think of the mod. I think the mod is Ender.io. It actually comes with switches that, or levers, I should say, not switches. Yeah, they have a lever that automatically turns off after 30 seconds. That would be perfect. On the way out, it wouldn't be so good on the way in, but I suppose you can't have everything. Let's put that in my bag so it gets repaired. I'll put that in my bag so it gets repaired. And then we'll go upstairs and put the stuff away. And then I think we're going to go mining. Pardon me. I've got, let's see. I've got lots of torches. Oh my god, it sorts now. It didn't used to sort. I'm so happy. Oh, anyway, right, so we've got diamond shovel. We've got armour on. We've got lots of food. We'll put that pet into the bag, because then it helps us mine. I think we'll take some buckets as well. Because then we can, in theory, we can use them to get rid of that bucket. I don't need all the buckets. Right, so we're going to go mining. I want to see if I can find ember underground. Let's see. I really want to get this looking good as well. We've got a visit from the Queen tomorrow. Or was it a Queen? I can't remember. Oh, that was it. Yeah, we got a visit from a Queen, and I've got to get press my dress. I can't wear high heels. Got size 13 feet. Getting size 13 high heels is a pain. You think I'm joking, don't you? You should know by now, I never joke. Everything I say is factually correct and completely insane. No, wait. Yeah, so, basically, I've got... I don't need to do this. I want to do this. I'll tell you what I will do there. I'll pop those into there so I can illuminate me. Right, let's see. Can't be bothered to get the shovel out for that lot. Well, I think the thing is, you see, my stated aim here is to mine for resources, so... oh, I didn't mean to do that. I really didn't mean to do that. That's the downside of using the vein miner thing. You occasionally get it so that you vein mine when you don't want to. Well, that's the thing. I think there's a way of undoing it. I'm fairly certain I have seen in the config somewhere there is a method to undo what you've just done in vein mining. But for the life of me, I can't remember what it is, and I'm not going to bother looking for it now. It would certainly be useful because I often vein mine by mistake, particularly when I'm doing this sort of mining, or if I'm using an enhanced tool of some variety, like this one. I mean, this one isn't enhanced by the actual, it's just a diamond pickaxe. But the cheetah pet that I'm carting around. You realise how awful that would be if it was real? Not for the cheetah, I mean, alright, fair enough. You know, a cheetah wouldn't really want to be carted around, and it would probably piss in your arms and stuff. I was just thinking how hot that would be. And I don't mean sexy lady hot, I mean hot as in you're basically carrying a furry hot water bottle around with you all the time. So you know, you're putting a serious amount of exertion in by doing all the mining, and at the same time you've got this stupid pet wriggling in your arms every 5 minutes. Or more often. Really want the spider pet as well. Oh, it's a bit dark now, isn't it? Well, I suppose really I ought to get the forestry bags going as well. But I think that's a bit over the top for this part of the thing. Particularly as I'm not a fan of bees. I'm sort of hopeful that I'll find someone to play with before I need to get into bees, and I can get a server running and you know, have someone else come and do the bees. Would you like to come on my play on my private server? You have nothing you have to do, but you have to do all the bees because I can't be bothered. Not really. Just go down there, make sure there isn't any. There was resources stuck at the bottom. Right. I'm not going to. I've gone that way. I think we go. Oh, just have a look at the map. Not the caves. Now, when we set off to find embers, we went that way, didn't we? So it's likely, I'm not certain, but likely that if we go that way again, which is that way, we will find embers again. Yes? No? Maybe? So we'll get that out. Pop it there. Right. Those all been repaired. I will get the shovel out now. Pop all that away. Right, so if we go that way, is it going up? It is definitely going up, isn't it? Wish there was a bit more reliable way of seeing it. Because it's alright, but it's just not. Because you've got to actually hold it, which is one thing. Because it's not numeric and it's so small, it's very difficult to sort of, you know, look at it and say, yes, that's gone up from where it was. And of course, the issue, the other issue I've got is I'm not even certain what I'm looking for. Do I want a really high one? If I've got a really high one, does that mean that I'm going to have the stuff around me that I need? I was going to look at the book and I didn't. I'm very naughty. Honestly, I need spanking. It's not going to happen. Whoever tries to spank me, I'll kick them where it hurts, basically. I'm not a child anymore. Pardon me. Those things ought to drop things. I mean, I know they don't. They're part of the end. I think. I mean, they're not added by the mod. They're added by. They're part of Minecraft itself, but they should have drops, I think. The reason to get an extra block now and again from that is because that's the mining skill that you get. These skill points are used for, rather than dropping the ore as a block. It drops the ore as an ore, I suppose. The fact that then the ore that you would normally choose to get from that sort of thing is an item. It's neither here nor there. It's just a. I'm not doing well there, am I? Yeah, there we go. Okie dokie. I think at some point I'm going to have to work on getting some enchanting stuff sorted out as well, because otherwise I'm going to be wasting my experience. There we go. Right, still, would you say that's going up or not? I don't know. I'm going to have to. I think what I'm going to do is when if you look in front of me, there's on the map. Oh, not that one. In the caves map. There we go. If you look there, just actually sort of slightly interesting. If you look in the caves map, can we see anything? Looks like there's mine down there. Nothing interesting. Basically, I'm going to get to here, and then I'm going to turn around and go back to there and get the book that I should have picked up but forgot. tell you something else that I haven't found. I haven't found any diamonds. Really could do with some more diamonds. It's getting to the point where I'm going to start looking for pets in sea caves, because you get diamonds from there as well. Well, logic would dictate that. Zoom in a little bit. It's going to be behind. Oh, it's not behind me. Let's get. Where's my sword gone? Oh, I don't believe this. I left my sword behind. Dolt. Right, I'm definitely going back now because I haven't got a sword. And although I've got an arrow, I haven't got any bows. So. I think what I might do, perhaps foolishly, is that. I don't mean foolishly in one sense. I mean in the sense that it's foolish because, you know, I might end up dropping an absolute ton of gravel on my head or something. But I have found in the past that often when you do these larger clear areas, you find diamond. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll get some food out as well. Cooked fish. So what we need to do, we need to get the iron nuggets back out as well. The other thing that's worrying me is I'm going to run out of diamond pick in a minute. I think what I will do is I'm going to head back to the surface. I'm going to go pet hunting because along the shores, and hopefully we'll find enough diamonds to at least create another diamond pick that way. And on the way back to the surface world, we will make sure that we harvest everything we see, and hopefully when we harvest some of that it will reveal some diamonds. Stupid little buggers those things, aren't they really? Can't bother with that lot. I don't need it particularly. I suppose what I could do is, what I should do probably, is get started on the what they called. Get started on those things I can't remember the name of. That will. Oh yeah, the mystical agriculture. Get started on making, you know, planting up and sorting out for that, so that I can get the seeds, so I can eventually get some diamonds to work with. But to be quite honest, it's not worth it at the moment. I'll tell you what I will. Oh no, what I will do. Break that lot out there. Hopefully, I don't know. I know the open blocks version of these a long time ago. They were fairly short range. I think they had a maximum range of 16 blocks. But won't work. But the newer, I'm going the wrong way anyway. The one you get from the mod that's on its own, which is the one I'm using, is much less restrictive. Right, let us go to that chest there and put iron, lead, silver. I'll put all of it, not those. Don't put those in that. Aluminium. Right. Problem is, I can't really do these individually downstairs in the work area because a lot of them will mix themselves up and turn them into, sorry, not the work area. What am I on about? You know, the Tinker's construct thing, because a lot of them will mix themselves up so that you end up with bronze and stuff, which is great if that's what you want, but if you're actually looking for anything but, it's not as great. So for now we'll keep, I'll put iron and iron, gold, all that lot into it. So I cannot find diamond the way I would like to find diamond. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go looking for diamond in pet thingies. So what I need then, pretty much the same stuff I've got now, but I want to take extra sponges with me. And I'll take a sword, because I completely left my sword behind last time. Ooh, I wonder why I've got one's green, one's white. I know what I think it is. That one's been added by level, so it changed it to an uncommon, which gave it a green title. Because I've taken levels out now, because it sucked and didn't work. So, right, well, so I'm going along the beach. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go out that way. I think we can build I think we can build a system whereby we can fill it up with boats and have it spawn new boats when we click the button. That's not right. I'm fairly certain that I've pillaged that one already and that one. They look pillaged, don't they? There's a skeleton there. How about that? So let's see if there's any down here. Oh no, I pillaged all of these, thinking about it. That one's been pillaged, certainly. Basically, if they've got a torch near it, I've been there. I think I might even set it up so that in future, if there's a torch near it, I know I pillaged it. That one I don't know about. I would say not, but I don't know. Huh. Right, let's just get some sand. I meant to actually pick up some sand before I Oh, that was a bit laggy, wasn't it? And then suddenly it's no longer laggy. Really weird, isn't it? I wish I could work out what was causing it. I can't. It doesn't seem to be memory. Why are you not burning? Oh, you are burning. Stupid thing. Right. Before I was so rudely interrupted, I can't work out what it is. It doesn't seem to be server-side. The client seems to be running fine for everything else. It suggests to me that I've got some issue with... oh, bollocks, I've done that again. Right, let's just put one torch there. And then we'll put the rest of the torches into the bag. Right. Those are the two that are responsible for spawning the cave spider things. Oh, we got 7 emeralds. More nuggets. But no diamonds. I've got a sheep pet, I think. We'll, nothing wrong with having 2 sheep pets. Apart from the fact they're sheep. But sheep in game aren't as bad as sheep in the real world. And to everybody who's saying, yeah, but sheep are cute. Yeah, they might be cute. They are also as dumb as bricks. Stupid as bricks, whatever. They are thicker than short planks. They're thicker than very short, thick planks. Seriously, we've got. Oh, actually, we only got about 6 or 7 sheep now. We used to have quite a few, but the breed we've got, I can't remember if they're called Rydowns or Rydales or yeah, I can't remember what they're called. But the little brown ones and little white ones. The lag. Yeah. So anyway, it's a coloured breed, which includes. It means we end up with brown sheep and white sheep. They tend not to get really dark brown. That's not always the case, but mostly, if you get a really dark brown one, it means that they've been crossed with something else further back in time. And they're known as teddy bear sheep. That was the server, by the way. That wasn't me. That wasn't the client. And the reason they're known as teddy bear sheep, I'll go and look it up. Basically, I don't think I've got. No, I don't think. I know I don't have an image of them, so I can't show you them. I suppose I could look it up and show you it. But what's the difference between me looking it up and showing you it, and you looking it up and showing yourself it? Oh, why am I clutching an arrow? Why is that doing that? Well, how about that? Right, so we've got a lot of sand now. We'll have to keep digging more out, hopefully. Right. I'm not bothering taking the bucket, I don't think. Because it's not really worth it. It's just like I'm not taking the wet sponges with me. That's another dungeon there. Have we ever been there? I don't know where I am. Hang on. Oh heck, I didn't realise that. I'm just going to end up going back where I came from. So, question, where do we go? I think what we'll do is we will break the boat, as they say, in places where they don't speak properly. Break the boat and go and run across this island and find the sea on the other side of it. Hopefully it won't be too far away. And then we'll go up that coast and well, I've got my home thing. I don't think I've reset it to somewhere above ground, but I've got the home thing, so that's will make things a little bit easier. I can get home fairly easily. And you never know, I might be able to find something here as well. It's a good thing you're not here with me. I had quite a lot of garlic and what's it called? Roux with garlic. Oh, roux. Basically, it's a soft white cheese from France with garlics and herbs in. And my breath reeks, which isn't good. Tasted nice, but yeah, it's not something you particularly want to be smelling, I wouldn't think. Looks like that might be a beach there. I found a beach! Now all I need is a dog and we can breed them. Yay! I moved in properly. Lost Ninja moved too quickly. Roguelike dungeons loaded a new chunk during chunk population, causing cascading world gen lag. And why am I not surprised about that one? That looks like a big hole there, doesn't it? What's in that hole? Let's just go and have a look, shall we? Well, I can hear spiders, which could mean that this is another sort of cave dungeon for pets. I don't think so. I've never seen them this far out into the water. They've always been somewhat accessible from the land. But you never know. But I suppose the thing is, if you say that, you know, the whole point of this pack is exploration, and doing it. Right, and put another one down there. No. It looks like it's just a dirty great hole in the ground. That's the one I put down to see if I could knock that in, isn't it? It's just a normal it's a normal dungeon. How about that? That's pretty cool. Where are my torches? Get that lit up. Ooh, oh, that's a squid. That's the spiders are getting through the wall. Oh my god. They can't get to me, you see. I'm too good for them. There's my sword. Right, we've got at least one. Now if oh, that's alright, I can drop that one down. That's not a problem. Pardon me. I've got 2 ladders, so those will help me get out when the spiders start to spawn again. Torches. You can never be too careful with spiders. They're vicious buggers. Wow, that's a pretty cool thing to get in the chest right next to the spiders. No diamonds though, which is something of a disappointment. Ha ha! I have caught the spiders. They will not escape. Strength boost, 5 damage on attack, and nether quartz. Do I have any nether quartz? No. Do I? Hell. We'll just put him in the bag. I'll put him in the bag. Right, let's make sure that there's no more chests under there, because it's possible there is a chest under there. Unlikely, to be fair, but possible. What I don't want to do is do the vein mine thing and have the whole of that fall in and have the sea land on top of me. Let's pop that up to there. Right, well that answers that question. There's nothing worth having down here. Ah! Dead. Can't get away from that. Okay. What's worse, I've actually got a pet that would prevent that from happening, but I didn't have it with me. And I have no idea where my corpse will be even, because, of course, I was underground at that point. And well smothered as well. Right, so let's get that, and we'll make a shovel. We're almost certainly going to need a shovel. And a boat. Now we can remember which way we went because I've left the door open. Ah, what a brilliant idea. But we can just go straight for where I died. Aren't you proud of me not cheating to survive? Ah, well, yeah, maybe. Right, so how long are we in? We're in 50 minutes into the episode. You see, I could have just ended it there and gone and mated with a squid. I could have just ended it there and... Oh, no, it's not as good as I thought, though, is it, of course? Because I've got to run across there as well. Ah. That's not good. That's not good at all. I've got to get a move on so I can get back to my corpse, rescue all my possessions, and, crucially, I haven't been to this beach here. Basically, I'm going to need sponges to rescue myself, rescue my corpse, and the only place to get sponges reliably are these pet dungeons. So I'll just see if I can't see one down here before I get to the bit we actually... we can't. Bugger. Oh well. No, I'll leave that there. No, I don't think there's anything worth having in that. Not so much worth having, but worth picking up in that house. It's, as far as I know, it's always the same stuff. You get a couple of bits of armour and a book and stuff like that. There's no, it's not a random chest. It's a chest of stuff they think you need to clear the dungeon. Oh, those are podlings from, I think they're called podlings. Yeah, podlings from Roots 2. Sproutlings, that's it. Well, they call them sprouts. If you look at, ooh. Oh, let's see what that is. It looked interesting, didn't it? Holes. Oh, I see. It's just that, I would think. Yeah. Oh, I love these. You get to see. Once you've got night vision, you can see what's in the caves as well. So. See if they've got any fat loot. Generally not, but let's take a pumpkin or two just in case we do survive this trip. Having pumpkins would be quite useful. No, to be honest, I have forgotten that I needed to go across land to get to the place I was trying to get to. I'm not certain the best way of even getting to the what I've got to get to, if you see what I mean. You can see where I am, and I don't know where the corpse will be. The corpse, not the corpse. It could be on top because it looks a free place to put it. The problem being, of course, that I'm not going to be able to see it, I don't think. Oh, it's not too bad. Looks like my backpack might have died there. Right, let's go and get some sand off the beach. Right, what did I get? Oh no, my backpack's there, that's fine. But it does mean that all the contents of my backpack have been turfed out. So let's break that so we've got it on our backs again. Put that stuff away. Still got some use left in that spade, which is good. Now, I need to... Basically, I want to do this. See, when it's a mission of mercy, I can place stuff just fine. It's when I'm just trying to bung up holes, I can't do anything with it. My plan at the moment is I'm going to finish putting this wall in all the way around, and then I'm going to dive back down again and see if I can see any more stuff lying around. You know, the sort of stuff that I really would like to have in my bag, like stuff. It's bloody dark down there, though. And I've got a lot of air, so what do we get that time? Right. Well, I was rather hoping that I could pop that down. So if we go down like that. Oh, that's my corpse, the looks of it. Excellent, right. Not going to work for long, but it will get me some air. Wow, that was a recovery of the decade, right? Let's just pick everything up that we can. Like that, see how we get on. I'll do that one in a moment. Right. To be honest, I'm astonished that I've got out of that alive. I mean, alright, I was dead when I went into it, but you know what I mean. Okay, we'll just pop everything out of the inventory, sort it, get the armour out, get the repair pet out, get that pet out. I'm going to need a bit of food. So that's all my armour repaired, which is nice. Right then, so what we want to do is we want to get that out so it can continue to be repaired. That out. The sword out. There's nothing else really that I need. Oh, I need some sand so I can actually continue climbing out. And the boat. I don't think I brought a boat with me, did I? I mean, I did. I carried a boat across, but I think I put the boat down into my bag, even. And oh look, that's what we were actually looking for. Huh. Wunderbar. Right. Now, I want the squid pet, or the ocelot pet, or no, one of those two would be good. I mean, fair enough. Something else would be good as well. I'm not saying it wouldn't, but that's what I want. And some diamonds. No diamonds. And we've got find ore. That'd be quite useful. See if we can find some diamonds with it. Yeah, it's not a non-useful pet to have. What food does it take? Diamond nuggets. Yeah, that's something I've got lots of. I need to use it to find diamonds, but I need diamonds to use it. Right, we've hit the hour mark. What I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode. This is the end of episode 7. I'm going to end it right now, and then I'm going to return with episode 8, continuing on from where I am at this very point. So it won't appear too bad. Hopefully you've enjoyed the episodes I uploaded today. If not, you won't need to watch any more.